So still today also we will going to study regarding the concept, because your first model has a big model compared to other models. The lots of concepts are there, so comparatively all other models, this first model is very big, so that's why I am little bit suffering. Then don't consider our lab in our still we are not executing any lab programs, not like that. Total there are 11 programs are there for your Java lab, so I can explain those lab programs in between your classes also. Okay, because those lab programs is depends on your theory concept. While explaining theory concept, I can explain that programs, right? So I am considering in this way. So I hope you are also following this method, right? Now I think everybody has joined, so now I will start the class. These all are previous classes examples. Still I want to clarify two informations in these slides. See, main method within the class. Main method within the class means what? This is our, how many classes are here in this program? If I am asking any questions, please anyone reply, don't sit idle. Okay, so how many classes are there in this example? Only one class, right? Okay, within one class we have main method. How you are going to identify main method? With the help of public static void main keyword, right? With the help of this keyword only you are identifying it is a main method. So this heading itself tells within main is there within a class. Only one class is there, so we are writing that main method in same class, right? In that case we have to consider class name to create an object. So here our class name is AITM, so I have created an object with the help of class name followed by reference variable s1, then new is a keyword. New is a keyword, right? So after creating an object of the class, then we can access those data members which we have declared in class, right? So this is about one class. Within the same class only we have main method, right? Now in this example, see, in this example class name I have given MCA. So I have defined one data members, that is int type followed by variable name USN, then value is 123. Fine. Then I am also creating one more class. That class name is AITM. That class name is AITM. Now tell me how many classes are there in this example? Two. First class name is MCA, another class name is AITM. Here I am feeling little bit doubt. So what is the file name for this program? I told give the file name with respect to class name, right? But here I have two classes, MCA and AITM. So which name should I give to my Java file? AITM, MCA. Okay. So remember, where is your main method? Main method is present in which class? That class name should be given to the file name. Now tell me which is the file name for this program? AITM. All of you have understood this concept. Whenever there are not only two classes, so many classes are there in your program. So just observe where is the main method. Main method is present in which class? That class name should be given to your file name. That's it, right? In this case I am going to create which class object? That is important. So I have one class, that class name is MCA. Here I have defined variables, that is instance variables. Now I want to print these variables. I want to print these variables in my main method. To print this main method, so which class object I have to create? That is important, right? So these all are belongs to class name MCA. So I am going to define the object name for this class. Class name is MCA followed by object reference variable S1, then going to create object, that is new MCA. Is it clear? If all of you write down in your own hands, if two classes are present, then we have to create the object of other class except main class. We are not going to use main class name here, but we have to access the different class names. So for that purpose we have to create an object for that class. Is it clear? So how to access those data members in main method? With the help of dot operators. With the help of dot operators you will going to access. Is it clear? These all are theory questions. They may going to ask definitely. How would you declare an object of the class, define a class, give examples, like that they will going to ask. At that time you have to write a simple program, then explain in your own hands. That's it. No need to study, no need to practice anything. If you understand little bit, then you can ready to write in your own hands. But programming structure is very important. If you are difficulting to remember this kind of programs, first understand the logic, then you practice 2 or 3 times. Without practicing you will not get programming language. Definitely I am telling. Practicing is also possible and logic is also possible. Both if you are understanding, then only programming language will becomes easier. Okay, now now in this program any errors are there? So will you able to identify any errors in this program? Because I am confusing with this example. I don't know whether it will execute or not execute. But if you are understand the previous program, so you just guide me where I have written wrong or this program is correct. Yeah, okay, that is not reference variable. Reference variable is your choice. You have to create any name. So for that I have created S1. You have to say creating up an object of the class is different. Object we have to create for particular class. Which class I have to create? Object class MCA. That class object I have to create here. So answer should be what? MCA S1 is equal to new MCA. Is that clear? Is that clear, everyone? Okay. Now here I have used int type. One variable name I have used USN, then I have assigned 1 2 3. Then I have accessed this number in my main method. Have you understood this program, or shall I explain again? Will you able to write this code? Okay, fine. Now you should use string type, then you just print something. Write a code for this, then send it into WhatsApp group. Let me see whether you are understanding or not understanding. Please write a program for this. Take 2 classes. You can choose, you can give any class name. Any class name. I will not tell, any class name you can give, but you should use 2 classes. Then you define the variable in string type, assign some string value, then print that string value in main method. Will you write, or should I write? What to do? Are you writing a program? Okay, write it. Let me see how much you understood and what you will write. So all of you send. I told to send web technology some programs, but still you people didn't send any programs. Coda program. I don't know why. You all are busy with some work or this class work, I don't know, but I told 2 times. In beginning only I told to send this code, that time also you didn't send, and in yesterday also I told, but you people are not responding my request. So what to do? I am confusing, and I am telling everything. Then I also giving a demo for all these programs, but still you are not able to write that particular programs. It may be web or it may be Java. And I also told to write wherever important concepts are there, you just write in your notebook. I don't know you people are writing or not, and I am asking only what you are writing. Within these slides only I am asking the questions. I am not asking the extra questions. Can I display previous example for your reference? Lena, you have sent. Okay, I'll check. Kiran, I told what I told, use 2 classes, use an object. Where is your object? Where you have created the object? You just declared I told that example, right? This is previous examples. It's over now. It is not useful for in your Java programs. So I told to write use 2 classes. In first class you have to use string data type. In second class you have to use main method. create the object of the class, then access that member, like that I told. Rewrite again, Kiran. Lina, you have written this code correctly, but read the second line, that is string stu. You have written right, stu, right? Is it stu? You are assigning characters to the string variable, so you have to use string as a data type followed by variable name, then what you are assigning, that you have to write in with the help of assignment operator. You have to write string stu is equal to double quotes Lina, or whatever you have to write, that you have to write. Rewrite that single line, then send it past. Remaining part is correct. Just only how mistaken, that is assignment or assigning the characters to the string, that is wrong. So rewrite second line. Sujit, yours also. Sujit, you didn't create an object of the class. You have, yes, object you didn't created, object. You only have written printable statement. So first you have to write string str is equal to some value you have to assign with the help of double quotes. Then go for class AITM. After writing this main method, here you have to use create an object, that is MCA reference variable followed by MCA bracket close. You are not using any reference variable here. Rewrite. (908) you have written only string is equal to ABC. So where is your variable name? String you have used, but what is the variable name of string? String followed by variable name you have to use. 908. Then here, while accessing the member of this variable, you have written only S1 comma you have written, I don't know. Then is after you have written double quotes, this one is wrong. With the help of dot operator you have to access. I told so many times. This program is also wrong. 908. Kiran, you have written correctly, right? But Kiran, string stu is equal to you have written, then it is a string, that's why you have to give double quotes in Kiran. Double, within a double quotes you have to write, right? These all are simple concept, man. So other part is correct. Then also here s1 dot Kiran you have written, that is wrong. Kiran value is storing on which variable? stu. Here you have to write s1 dot stu. This one is wrong. Lina has written correctly. See, string stu is equal to double quotes, you are printing Java, right? Then class name is ABC. Then main method, you are creating the object of the first class, that is xyz. S1 is equal to new xyz. Then you are printing that message SOP. In SOP you have to use a reference variable, that is s1 dot variable name stu. So with the help of stu you are printing. See, Lina is written correctly. Shall I explain once again? Others, What to do? Shall I explain again? Sujit, Kiran, Ria. You got? You are telling, all of you telling yes sir, understood, but while telling to write simple program, you people are not writing. So I am little bit becoming upset, because these all are basic programs. These all are the main Java programs. Whatever you have written previous, those all are basic programs. Those will not going to help to get marks in your theory exam. Now see here, another theory question they may going to ask, that is how objects are created, explain with an example. Like that they will going to ask. So in that case you have to explain each and every step. Here you have to take two classes. One is class MCA, another one is class name AITM. In here you have to use like this. First you have to declare instance variable int usn is equal to 1 2 3, class name AITM. In this class you are using main method. Then you have to create the object of this class. Which class? Class name is MCA. So MCA reference variable. At least try to remember, I am repeating these words many times. MCA class name, then S1 is a reference variable, that is equal to new MCA. Here you are creating the object of this class. Which class? MCA class. Then how to access this number? With the help of reference variable S1 dot, what is the variable name? USN. USN has the value how much? 123. It will going to display, right? So this is normal structure you have to write. Then for explanation you have to write like this. Here they are asking how objects are created. You have to write about this line, MCA S1 is equal to new MCA. You have to write this line, MCA S1 is equal to new MCA. This declaration performs two functions. This declaration performs two functions. The first function is, it declares a variable called S1. It declares variable called S1. Which kind of variable it is? It is reference variable. We can call it as reference variable. Which one? S1. Of the class which type? Class MCA, because we have used this class name MCA S1 is equal to new MCA. And this variable does not define an object. This variable, remember, this variable will not define the object. Instead it is simply a variable that can refer to an object. Remember this. This variable will not create an object, only it will refer to the object, right? But where we are creating an object, that is important, right? So it performs two functions. One is S1, another one is object, right? So S1 is basically variable of class type. So it will define an, it will not, doesn't define the object. Instead it is simply variable that can refer to an object. In second line, in our second function, the declaration creates physical copy of the object and assigns to S1. Here physical copy will going to create, that is new MCA. With the help of this object will create, yes, and this will going to assign to which variable? S1 variable. Object of this class will going to create with the help of new operator. with the help of new operator. Then it will going to assign which one reference variable, that is called s1. This is done by using the which operator, new operator. So this is declaring an object of the class. So I hope you understood this concept. Say yes or no. Okay. Whatever it is, but I am doing my job, so left to you. You are understanding or not understanding, doesn't bother about that thing, but I am doing my work perfectly, right? The new operator dynamically allocates here. The new operator dynamically allocates memory for an object. Which object? New MCA. It's an object. Dynamically it will going to allocate. Dynamically means what? During the runtime of your program, at that time memory will going to allocate. If you are compiling the program, at that time memory will not allocate. When it will execute, allocate during the runtime of your program. So that's what we can call dynamically allocates memory for an object and returns a reference to it. So it returns a reference to it. Reference to it means s1 variable. This reference is then stored in a variable. Thus in Java, all class object must be dynamically allocated. These all are important concepts while facing in a technical round in company interview, so that at that time it will going to help. Now you are listening this one, it is not this now this time you are not getting, it is important, but while facing a technical round, at that time you will going to analyze what it is, right? Okay. So here this is how objects are created, explanation and program, simple program I have given. Now we will move on to methods. So before going to this methods, all of you, do you have GDB compiler? All of you open your compiler. All of you open this compiler GDB. Open it. I will send a code. You just put that code as it is in your compiler, this GDB. Let's see the output will run or not. So I am sending the code. You just copy and paste it. After getting output, you just take a snapshot and send to this WhatsApp group. So now I have sent. You just paste this code in this compiler, then click here run. It will run your program. So like this. All of you execute this program from your mobile. Do you have any difficulties while executing this code? You just copy and paste it. Nothing to change anything. Are you executing? Just make it copy and open your GDB, then directly just paste it. No need to type nothing. Before pasting this code, compulsory delete all the lines in your default GDB compiler. Then it will be very easy to execute this one. Just you better delete that code. If it is not possible to select all and delete, you just delete this all code in your GDB until class main. Then here you have to make it paste. Okay, Kiran already sent. He has executed this program. 123. Okay, Kiran. Sujit also sent. 1 2 3. Okay, so now Kiran and Sujit, do one thing. You have to print your name and roll number using the same code. Just print your roll number and name. Okay, done. Snehal also sent. We have sent this code. Try to print your name and your roll number. You just assign here roll number, whatever you have roll number, you just assign int. Roll number is int data type, right? So you have to assign int data type like this. Int roll number is equal to your numbers 1. I am writing here. So now you have to execute here roll number, then your name you have to execute. Now you have executed only number printing. Now try to execute your name and number. Both output I need. Only 3 members have sent. Riya, Soumya, Sumaya. Still you are not sending code. So Soumya. ಕಿರಣ್ ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ? ಕಿರಣ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸುಜಿತ್. ಓಕೆ ಓಕೆ ಏನಿಲ್ಲ, ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ರೈಟ್ 2 lines. ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಎಕ್ಸಿಕ್ಯೂಟ್. ಆ 2 line ಹೆಂಗೆ ಬರಿಬೇಕಂತೇಳಿ ನೀವು ವಿಚಾರ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಇವಾಗ. ಅದರ್ಸ್ ದೇ ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ರೆಸ್ಪಾಂಡಿಂಗ್. Lina, are you executing or not? Lina? नहीं हो रहा है. Okay. You have mobile phones, right? Or you have laptop? Mobile phones. ಕಿರಣ, ಮೊಬೈಲ್ ಫೋನ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡೋರಿಗೆ ಇದು ಕಾಪಿ ಪೇಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗೋಂಗಿಲ್ಲೇನೆ? ಅದು ಹೌದು, ಮೊಬೈಲ್ ಥ್ರೂ ಆಗುತ್ತಾ ಸುಜಿತ್? ಹೌದು, ಅದೇ ಮೊಬೈಲ್ ಥ್ರೂನೇ ಇತ್ತು ಅದು. ಹೌದೇನಾ? ಓಕೆ ಓಕೆ ಓಕೆ, ಆ ಥರ ಐತೇನಾ ಇದು? ನಾನು ಈಗ ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ, ಏಕೋ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ ಇದು. ಓಕೆ, ಹೌದು, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಪ್ರಿಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಬರಿಬೇಕು ನೀನು. ಎಸ್ ಒ ಪಿ ಬರೆದು ಇಲ್ಲ, ಒಂದೇ ತಗೋ. S1 ಈಸ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ 1. ಅವು ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ನೇಮ್ ಒಂದೇ ಐತಲ್ಲ ನಿಂದ. ಸೊ ಓನ್ಲಿ 1 ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್, ಓನ್ಲಿ ಒಂದೇ ರೆಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ವೇರಿಯೇಬಲ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ನಡೆಯುತ್ತೆ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡು ನೀನು, S1 ಡಾಟ್ ಏನು ನೇಮ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ ಸ್ಟ್ರಿಂಗ್ ವೇರಿಯೇಬಲ್ ಅದನ್ನು ಕೊಡು. ವಾಟ್ S1 ಡಾಟ್ ಏನು ಕೊಟ್ಟು? ಹಾಂ, S1 ಡಾಟ್ ರೋಲ್ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಬರೀ. ಬಂತಿಲ್ಲ ಔಟ್ಪುಟ್, 2 ಲೈನ್ ಔಟ್ಪುಟ್ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಯಾಕೋ ನಗಾಗತ್ತೆ? ಕಿರಣ, ಇಲ್ಲೇನೋ ಒಂದು ಮೆಸೇಜ್ ಕಳಿಸಿ ಏನೋ ಡಿಲೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ನೋಡು. ಇದು ಯಾರ್ದು ಇದು ನಂಬರ? ಕಿರಣ್ 908. ಕಿರಣ ಸಮಯ ಆಯ್ತು. ನಿನ್ನ ಕಳ್ಸಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದೈತೇನ ಅದು ಬೈ ಮಿಸ್ಟೇಕ್? ಸುಜಿತ್ ಎಕ್ಸಿಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ಆಯ್ತಾ? Okay, leave it. ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಯ್ತು. ಕೆಲವೊಬ್ರು ಪಾಪ ಭಾಳ ಸೀರಿಯಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಭಾಳ ಕಾಮಿಡಿ ಆಗಿ ತೊಗೋಕತ್ತಾರ. ಕೆಲವೊಬ್ರು ಎಕ್ಸಿಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಕತ್ತಾರ, ಕೆಲವೊಬ್ರು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ದೇ ಆರ್ ಸಿಂಪ್ಲಿ ಎಂಜಾಯಿಂಗ್ ದೇಯರ್ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ಸ್. ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಮೇ ಡೂ ಮೈ ಡ್ಯೂಟಿ. Now listen all of you. Methods. So in method is a collection of instructions that performs a specific task. You have heard about functions in C language. So that function we can call a method. In our Java program we can refer those functions as a methods in Java. Here it is a collection of instructions, means what you are writing. You may going to write printing statement, or you may going to make any calculation, so that we can call instructions that perform a specific task. We can pass data known as parameters. We can pass data known as parameters into a method, right? So we can call these all are parameters. I hope you are understood these parameters and functions, right? So now this, okay, leave it this, because you all are very familiar with this code, I think. Okay, now coming to this point, there is Java methods. In Java methods we are using how to use a method in Java, right? So first I will going to define class name with the help of class keyword, then followed by I need instance variables. So here I am creating instance variable n1, n2, and one variable name is called result. I want to store these variables results in res variable. So for that purpose I have taken res, and now these all are called instance variables. In morning class we have discussed about instance variables, right? And here void add, this is called method name. Void add is called method name. Method name you can give any name, not only give add, right? Your choice, you have to give any name. Now in this method what you are perform, what you will going to perform, that is a task or instructions to giving the particular method, right? Our method name is add here. Now here I am performing this operation, that is addition of two numbers. n1 has the value 10 and n2 has the value 20. So I am addition of these two values, that is 10 and 20. After calculating this, it should be stored it on res variable, that is result variable, right? Now I am going to print this result with the help of SOP, that is sum of two number is, then our result is storing on res, so that's why I am appending with the help of plus followed by res variable, right? So this is about creating a method within a class. Creating a method within a class. So class name is MCA. So in that class name I have created method name. In method what to perform I have already instructed. It means what? I am performing addition of two numbers. Done. Now I will write a main method. These all are called, this is called a method void add. Then here I have written the code, that's it. Now I will write on main method. Main method, to access that method I have to write main method, right? In main method I am going to write like this. First I am going to create another class name. That class name is AITM. Here after writing this I will write main method. Main method public static void main string arguments. So I have written. After writing this, next task is creating an object of the class. So which class object should I create now? What to write the next line? What to write next line? MCA, but then followed by, yes, Kiran, tell me. Kiran, reference variable. Yes, reference variable, that we can call reference variable. So creating an object with the help of class name. So class name is what? MCA. So I have to write MCA followed by reference name. So here reference name I have taken again S1. MCA S1 is equal to new MCA. You are creating an object. After creating this object, you are storing this value into where? In S1 variable. This is reference variable. S1 is a reference variable. Now the next task is calling a method with the help of object name. You are using a method, right? Which method you have used in your program? Which method you have used? Method, I am asking method. SOP is used to print, but I am asking a method name. What is this? That is called what? Method. ಈ ಸ್ಲೈಡ್ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಮುಂದೆ ಹೋಗೇನಲ್ಲ ನಾನು, ಮತ್ತೆ ಹೇಳಬೇಕಲ್ಲ, ಯಾರು ಹೇಳಕ್ ತಯಾರಿಲ್ಲ. So after creating an object, so the next one is calling a method with the help of object name. Object name ಏನಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿವಿ ನಾವು ಈಗ ಇಲ್ಲಿ? What is the object reference name? S1. Method name ಏನೈತಿ? What is the method name? Add. So how to call that method name with the help of reference variable? How you are going to access that add? ಹೆಂಗೆ access ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ? S1 dot add. You have to write S1 dot add. Here you are calling a method name with the help of reference variable followed by dot operator. Dot operator. Is that clear? S1 dot add. Is that clear? Now what is the output for this program? So I have created and executed. So after executing this program, what is the output? Sum up to numbers is 30. We are going to print. Is it clear? So shall we take this program as a demo? Shall we execute this program, or no need to execute? What to do? See this class MCA. Here I have given this class. Main method is in my class name is MCA, so file name I also given mca.java, so I will not consider it is subclass. So I am going to create another class differently. Here class I am giving Java. I will give class name as Java. See, class name is Java. Our main class name is MCA because our file name has what? mca.java. So I have given different name, that is class Java. Here three variables I have declared. Then add method I am using here, so I am printing this. Now I will create object for the above class. Now the above class has which name? Java. So how to write here? What should I write here to create an object for the class Java? Okay, web I have created. You will become confused. So class name is web I have given. So here I am going to create an object of that class. So what should I write here? Web I will give different name. That name is AITM I will give, because repeatedly it is repeatedly it is coming, right? So web AITM, then web, sorry, new operator, then web, then brackets. Then now after writing this, the next step is what? I want to access this method name add. So how to access this method name? Web dot or AITM dot add. Close this. Now here again brackets are closed. So now I have written this code. Let me execute this program. So Java C MCA dot Java. It's showing error in a printf statement. Sum of two number is it's showing like this. So what is the mistake? Here in this line I am getting error. So what is the error? Do you identify any errors? Is it able to identify this error? Comma, where should I give comma? Is here we have to give comma here. Okay, in previous examples have you given a comma? In previous examples you have executed, you have given comma there. Okay, I will give comma. Let's see. I will go, then again I am going to compile. Still I am getting error, Kiran. Here my original class name is MCA, so my file name is MCA, right? Fine. Now here web class name is web, so I have written here web. Then AITM is a reference variable. I can give any name. Not only AITM, S1 or whatever it is, but I have given here AITM. Now with here I have written AITM.add, then I have given comma, semicolon. It's correct now. Like previous example, you have executed S1.add, right? So same way I have using AITM.add. So still I am finding errors. So you are not able to understand this error. Shall I tell? Can I tell? Okay. Kiran illi comma barangilla, remember? N1 N2, where I already declared here as a instance variables, I have declared N1 comma N2, like that I have declared. So this line is also correct. So Kiran, remember here you no need to give comma. This kind of syntax you are used in, I think, C language, but here no need to give comma. The mistake is, observe this double quotes. This double quote and this double quote, any difference are there between these double quotes? Yeah, so that's why we have to, this one is wrong double quotes, so we have to give double quotes like this. Now compile, because while copy and pasting it will show, it will take different formats. Now it is compiled, all of you seeing, right? No errors, I think, in this. Right, again I will compile. So errors are cleared. Now execute this Java MCA. Let's see the output. Output came, sum of two numbers is 30. Is that clear? Do one thing. Here I have using only one method. Now is it possible to take other methods like subtraction, multiplication? Is it possible, or only one method is possible? Possible. Let me see. So I will make this copy paste directly. Same variables you can use, but will change the name. So here add method is there, here I will make it subtraction, sub method. Then here I am going to change the sign, that is n1 minus n2. Then I am printing this result. Okay, shall I execute, or can I get the output for this program? I will not get output. What is your opinion? I have used another method, that method name is sub, right? So shall I execute, or shall I change something in this program? Kiran, what to do? Okay, result. Then someone told something. Yes, that will consider later, but directly if I go for execution, it will run or not run. Someone told something. Here next ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಇವಾಗ ಇಲ್ಲಿ? What to do? Call that method. Which method we have added? AITM dot, yes, AITM dot sub. Now it will going to run. So again compile this program. So errors are free now. Now execute. Kiran, you got the output? You are telling something. Kiran, are you seeing this output? Then you told to change this result variable. This method is different. After executing this method, it will display the output. Then again control comes to this method. Again it will going to perform the operation. Then it will going to display. This is a dynamic memory allocation. At the runtime only memory will going to allocate. Is that clear? All of you using methods. Understood this program? Okay. Now in this example, see carefully. In previous slides we have used only two classes and only one methods. Also of course we have executed two methods, that's leave. Now consider in this example, instance variable I have created in a class name MCA. Then after creating this, I am using one method. Method name is what? Add. What I am performing? N1 plus N2. Calculate N1 and N2. Store return variable result. Right. So result is printing in this method or not? Please all of you observe. Result, we will get the result from this method. We will get the result. In previous examples we are using, like this, void add result n1 plus n2. Then we are printing with the help of SOP. The sum up to number is result. So if we use this method, we are getting the result. Are you agree? SOP we are using here, right? Yes sir. Okay. Now coming to this method, here am I using any SOP to print a result? I am not using any SOP, right? Then how you will get the result? It is not possible, right? To get the result, it is not possible. Yes or no? Yes, done. Okay, that was my question, so I got the answer. Now let's see another method. I am using void display is a method name. Here I am using SOP, then I am printing that result. Understanding this concept? Now you will get the result. Are you sure? My question is, you have declared the variables n1, n2 and result here inside this class, but I am accessing these variables in these methods. Here I am using res n1 plus n2, here I am using res. Is it possible to access these variables inside this class? Yes. Is it possible? Okay, because these all are called instance variables. these all are called instance variables, right? Now we will move on to main method. That method name is main method. Here I am using class name as add, right? Class name is add. Now I am creating the object for this class, that is MCA, followed by XYZ. I have given here XYZ is equal to new MCA. Fine. Now after writing this, next is what to do. I have to execute this code, but how to access this code? How to call this method in the main class? How to call a methods? What is the reference variable here, Kiran? Reference variable. MC is a reference variable. MC is a class name, man. Class name MCA. XYZ followed by dot. What is the method name? Add. This method I have to call here, XYZ dot add. Now, so I have called this method, then I have calculated the result, but still I will not get the result. I mean, it will not going to print in the window, right? To print that window result in that window, so I have to call this method also, that is display method. How to call this method? XYZ dot display. Okay, XYZ dot display, right? Okay, now we will get the result, that is sum of two number is 30 we will get. So this is called method, right? Someone is playing a movie while I don't know who's that, but you people are enjoy yourself. Now all of you take a snapshot for this code. Today evening you have to send me this code. Class name is PQR. You have to take instance variables X and Y. Two methods we have to use, that is multiplication method, another one is display. Then give the main class name is AITM, then you have to give the object name is MCA. Now all of you write down now, then send to me in WhatsApp group. Yes. Wide display. You have to use wide display. Same that method only. But adana refer matter ನೀವೇನು ಬರಿತಿರೋ ಅದು ನೋಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬರ್ತೀರಾ ಆಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನೋಡ್ಕೊದ್ಲಿ ಬರೀರಿ. ಅದೈತಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತಾ, ಆಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಬರ್ದು ಬಿಡ್ತೀರ ಅದು. ಆ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್ ಮ್ಯೂಸಿಕ್ ಯಾರೋ ಹಚ್ಚಕತ್ತಾರ, ಯಾರು ಹಚ್ಚಕತ್ತಾರ ನೋಡೋದು. you have to give a main class name is AITM. Then you have to create the object or reference variable name, that is MCA. Reference variable name is MCA. MCA. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಬೈ ಮಿಸ್ಟೇಕ್ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ನೇಮ್ ಅಂತ ಬರ್ದೀನಿ. ಹಿಯರ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಗಿವ್ ರೆಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ನೇಮ್ MCA. But just you send me, I will check the code. ಅದು ಕೆಲವ್ರ ಹತ್ರ ಇದಿಲ್ಲಲ್ಲ, ನನ್ನ ಮೊಬೈಲ್ ಲ್ಯಾಪ್ಟಾಪ್ ಇಲ್ಲಲ್ಲ. While sending this code, all of you write your name. Kiran done. Others, please write your name below this code, then you have to send me. Others, I need all people's code. Kiran, tell me. ನಡೀತೈತೆ ನಡೀತೈತೆ ಶಾರ್ಟ್ಕಟ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಬರೆದ್ರು ನಡೀತೈತೆ. ಶಾರ್ಟ್ಕಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಬರೆದ್ರು ನಡೀತೈತೆ, ನೋ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್. others please write your name, then you have to send this code. Simply don't send, because I want to check who are sending or who are not sending, because some students are taking very Kiran, correct ಆಯ್ತವ? Code is correct. Yes, correct. Others please send your code with below you have to write your name, then you have to send me. Okay. Sujit, you have executed this code, but you are getting output. You are getting error. Give semicolon there. PQRM. Give semicolon. PQR MCA is equal to new MCA. Give there semicolon. Okay. Snehal. Snehal, still you are writing? Okay, send. Sujit, execute ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಸುಜಿತ್, ಹೌದಾ? ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡು. ಮೇನ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ನೇಮ್ ಮೇನ್ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಬರಿಬೇಕಲ್ಲಿ. ಅದ ಬೈ ಡಿಫಾಲ್ಟ್ ಅವರ ರೆಡಿ ಮಾಡಿರೋದಲ್ಲೇ ಒರಿಜಿನಲ್ ಮೇನ್ ಇತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಅದೇ ಬರಿಬೇಕಲ್ಲಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಹಾಂ, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರು ಆ ಥರ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆನ್ಲೈನ್ ಕಂಪೈಲ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಆ ಫೈಲ್ ನೇಮ್ ಹಂಗೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ ಅವ್ರ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್. ಓಕೆ, ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಪ್ರೀವಿಯಸ್ ಮೇನ್ ಮೆಥಡ್ ನಾನು ಸೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ ಹಿಂದಕ್ಕೆ ಕೂಡ, ಅದು ಮೇನ್ ಮೆಥಡ್ ಆ ಥರ ಬರೀ, ಸ್ಪೆಲ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಎಮ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಆ ಥರ ಬರೋದು. ಓಕೆ ಓಕೆ, ನಾವು ಇನ್ ಥಿಯರಿ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ they may going to ask explain the general form of a class. Definitely this question may going to ask in your internal. I am going to ask this question, so make it mark it as important. So here first you have to write the general form of a class. What you will write here, the class followed by class name. This is the syntax. Here type variable 1, type variable 2. These all are instance variable. These all are instance variable. Here you are using methods, different types of methods. Now we have used without using parameters, we have used the method, right? Void, add, void, subtraction, like that we have written, right? So this is different kinds of methods. Then here we have to give the explanation, like what do you mean by this type? Type, the some type of data. It can be primitive data type, variable 1, variable 2 and up to variable n. Variables are class of instance, variables of class instance we can call, or variable instance variable we can call instance variables. Now here method 1, method 2 and up to n, these all are what? Methods of class. These methods belongs to this class. And here we are using parameter 1, 2. These all are what? Parameters that respectively receive a class methods, that is method 1, parameter 1, method 1, parameter 2, method 2, parameter n, method n. Like that it will going to receive data from respective methods. So it is a general form of a class. Now we have given a simple example for this structure. We have also executed and you also have written, right? Now explain. The next question will come like this: explain the two ways that a method can return to its caller. So while returning a method, it has two kinds of methods. So let's see what are those methods. Void return type. Return keyword you have to use here, right? Void return, that is one method. Another one is return. Only you have to use return keyword. Void return type. Another one is return statement. These all are two methods we are going to use in while returning to its caller function. So let me see this. First we will discuss returning from a method. Returning from a method. So we have two methods. The first one is void return type. It means now you have used add. So prefix what you done, that is void keyword you have used, right? So it is one kind of return type. Simply we are not using a return keyword, but we are using keyword is what? Void. So I have written here void add. Another method is return statement. We have to use a return statement in particular method. So these all are two methods. One per use void methods, those that do not return a value. Do not return value. That is what a return type is what? Void. Void means nothing. And another one is return. So in void method we can use immediate termination of a method by using this form of a return. So here we are using return keyword, return followed by semicolon. So it will going to return any values. Now here I am using this logic in void. Void is a keyword. Void is means what? Nothing. It will return nothing. It will return. Now method name is I have given logic. Method name I have given logic. I am using one for loop. For int I equal to 1, I less than 10, I plus plus. Now I am giving the condition here, if I equal to 5, return it. Whenever you will find I value equal to 5, at that time you should return it. No need to execute. Stop the execution. That is the meaning, right? See this. Initial I value is 1. 1 to 9 you have to display, right? After incrementing I value, it will become 2. After you check the condition, 2 is not equal to 5, condition is true, sorry, condition is false, then execute this. In next line we are writing print this I value. So I am printing 1, 2, 3, 4. But after incrementing this 4, I value becomes 5. So 5 equal to 5. Condition is true. Next, if condition is true, what to do? Return it. So no need to execute the next line. I mean stop the execution. So in that case, it is one method to use a return keyword here. In method. Here method name is what? Can anybody tell me what is the method name? I am asking method name. Logic. Okay, very good. If we use return keyword, it will going to stop at based on the condition, right? So stop at 5. Now in method, it is also possible to use multiple return statement. It is also not only use single return statement, it is also possible multiple return statement like this. If it my logic is a main method, here I am giving the condition, if it return, I mean I have given simple example, if sleep I can also return, right? So multiple return statement is also possible in a method, right? This is another return statement. Now void method can return in one of the two ways. So we have discussed while using the closing statement or closing bracket. When closing bracket is reached, so it is going to return, or we have to use return statement. See, when closing brace means you have written the previous example, right? Void add, perform the operation, then close the bracket. So that finished in our main method. That is also one kind of return statement. And in previous slide we have seen if I equal to 5, return. So we have used the return keyword, right? So these two methods will going to support returning value from a method. These two returning statement, one is closing brace, another one is return keyword. Another one is returning a value. Another method is what? Returning value. So this value depends on the method return type. Remember, in previous example we have used void method, but here we have to use method. It should be return, depends on their data type. Method return type. Type means data type which you are using. Like int method always return an integer value. So int, if you declare method name as int, it should always return integer value. So it depends on return type. It is used to exit from the method. Why we are using a return value here? It is used to exit from the method, and it is not allowed to use return keyword in void method. See, in void method return keyword is not going to use, but we have used return keyword in condition. Based on condition we have used in previous example, right? But here in this method If you declare void, so it will not allow to use return keyword. The value passed with the return keyword must match with the return type. Suppose you have declared a method name as int, so inside the parameters also it should be int type. Then returning method is also int type only. So let's see this example. Here I am using here int add. So previous example we have used void add, but here we have used int add. Then I am declaring variables int n1 is equal to 2. Here only I have declared. Here you can also declare. After this class also you can declare, right? Then return. Here I am returning the value what? Return n1 star n2. I am returning this value with in which way? n1 star n1 star n1. Now use this method int result1 in main method. Int result1, I am creating the object for this class. That class name is MCA, so I have written MCA reference variable is equal to new MCA. Then result1 I am writing here, and I am going to call this method. I want to call this method. For that purpose, first I will take s1 reference variable dot method name is add. So method name is add. After calling this, it has to store the result, right? Here we are not using SOP. We are not using SOP here, but what we are using? Return keyword we are using. Return keyword, it will return the result into this function or method. Now you can call it as a method. So 2 star 2, what is the answer? 4. 4 should be returned to this method. Now s1 dot add has the value how much? 4. So after calling this method you will get the 4. Answer is 4. That 4 should be stored it on res1 variable. Now you are printing this variable with the help of SOP. Square of a number is res1. That output should be what? 4. So it is particularly you are using a return keyword. Method name return type is what? Int. Method return type is int. So it has to return integer value. Now 4 is integer value, it is returning. This is another example for returning a method. Returning a value from a method. First slide we have seen returning from method. Here returning value from a method. Is it clear? Okay. Now tomorrow onwards I will not send any notes for you because some people you are enjoying sitting there and enjoying yourself. I don't know whether you are listening or not listening, but in the next class onwards I will complete your portion. I will take extra class for you, but don't worry. But in the next class compulsory, if you want notes you can write down, or else you can just listen to these notes. Okay, no need to, if you don't want to take any notes, you just listen, or don't need to listen. But next time, because I will not going to send any notes, okay, because I have seen in this lab class I have felt something from your side. So okay, now time is up, so all of you can leave this. As per seminar timetable I have already sent, so based on that you will give seminar on next Monday. Okay, coming Monday. Okay, thank you, all of you leave now.